In the world of the paranormal, there are few objects more terrifying than a cursed doll. The story of Annabelle, the doll that is said to be possessed by a malevolent spirit, has terrified those who encounter it for decades. What began as a seemingly innocent gift became a doorway to unimaginable horror for those unlucky enough to cross its path. But what is the real story behind Annabelle? How did a simple, raggedy doll come to be considered one of the most dangerous paranormal objects in history? Today, we uncover the terrifying truth behind the cursed doll Annabelle. In 1970, a young woman named Donna, a nursing student, received a gift from her mother, an antique Raggedy Ann doll. At first, there was nothing strange about the doll. It sat on Donna's bed and seemed harmless, but that would soon change. Donna shared the apartment with her friend Angie, and over time, both women began noticing strange occurrences. The doll was often found in positions they hadn't left it in. Its arms and legs were moved in ways that were impossible for a doll to move on its own. As the strange behavior continued, Donna and Angie began to feel uneasy. One day, they found a note on the doll that read, "Help me." This eerie message led the women to believe that something sinister was at play. After consulting with a psychic medium, they learned that the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins, who had died in the apartment's previous location. But the entity inside the doll wasn't a benevolent spirit. It was something far darker. The psychic medium revealed that Annabelle was not the spirit of a young girl, but rather a demonic entity. The spirit was using the doll as a vessel to manipulate and control the people around it. What began as strange occurrences, moving the doll, unexplainable drafts, and odd noises, soon escalated into violent and dangerous manifestations. The doll's presence in the apartment seemed to be more than just a haunting. It was an attempt to possess the living, manipulating their minds and actions. Donna and Angie, terrified and desperate for help, contacted a priest. They sought assistance from the famous paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were known for their work with the supernatural. Upon entering the apartment, Ed and Lorraine immediately sensed the presence of something malevolent in the doll. Ed Warren later explained that the doll's curse was not just about haunting, but about a demon trying to gain control over the living, something that could eventually lead to possession. Ed and Lorraine Warren took the doll with them, bringing it back to their haunted museum in Monroe, Connecticut. Once there, they placed it in a glass case, warning everyone to never open it, as the doll was far too dangerous. Since then, the cursed doll has remained a terrifying presence in their museum, where it's locked away in a case with a sign that reads, "Warning, positively do not open." Visitors have reported feeling nauseous, dizzy, and even fainting in front of the glass case. But the doll's malevolent power did not end with its confinement. Those who dared to challenge the warning were often met with violent consequences. One man who taunted the doll was later involved in a near-fatal motorcycle accident. Others who mocked the doll or attempted to touch it were said to have faced misfortune soon after. The Warrens believed that the doll's curse was real, and it's easy to see why. The evil within the doll seemed to transcend the physical world, leaving those in its wake traumatized and changed. Today, Annabelle resides in the occult museum run by the Warrens, and her story continues to haunt the world. The doll has become infamous, its story inspiring a series of horror films, but the real-life events are far more terrifying than anything shown on screen. The cursed doll is said to still contain the spirit of the demonic entity that has tormented everyone who has encountered it. Paranormal investigators and thrill seekers continue to visit the museum in hopes of encountering Annabelle or experiencing the horrors that surround her. But those who have interacted with the doll, even from a distance, have left with stories of strange occurrences, unexplained phenomena, and an overwhelming sense of dread. The legend of Annabelle serves as a reminder of the dangers that lie in the supernatural world, a world where some entities can take hold, infecting the living and causing fear and destruction beyond comprehension. But the question remains, is Annabelle truly cursed, or is she simply an artifact of human fear? Could the stories surrounding the doll be nothing more than myths and legend, or is there something dark at work? The presence of Annabelle still lingers, waiting for the next person to challenge its power. The terrifying truth is that once you enter the world of the supernatural, sometimes there's no going back. What do you think? Is Annabelle just a haunted doll, or is it a vessel for something far darker? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this story chilling, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more true paranormal tales. And remember, some objects are better left untouched. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes open for what may be hiding in the shadows.